Hello,
Hello, hello.
how are you?
Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem. Still at my daughter's house because my house has got no power. It still power's off of my house. It's
I
so
can't
cold.
believe that. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days.
That's right. 4 day, disgusting. The power, I don't know, they're such liars. They didn't even work on the street. All completely off. The whole Las Palmas from Beverly to Rosewood is all blocked off. All blocked, It's a few places that have generators. Otherwise, it's all blocked off. It's all dark.
What a mess. What a mess.
Yeah, you call up and they lie. They say, "Oh, by tonight." That was starting Saturday night. But anyhow, I can't stay home. It's so cold in the house.
Of course.
Yeah, it's freezing.
What are you going to use? Candles?
So we're staying by my daughter's on Detroit.
Hello.
Hello. Harold, can you believe Alan doesn't have power yet?
No power.
Still
yet.
not?
Still, no.
That's crazy. Your
4
whole
days,
block?
From Beverly till I think Rosewood or Oakwood. I mean, I don't know. In some few houses have generators. Like Bess has a generator. Carl Jacobs has a generator, but our Burgers is out. My house is out.
That's good. You didn't vote for you voted for Republicans.
Yeah, that's why. I
They
guess
know.
I should have. They know. That's why they cut out purposely. Yeah, we were the Republican bloc. Yeah.
You're right.
How do you like that? Yeah, they know everything.
Anti-Semitic.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Who's your city councilman?
I think it's, what's his name? Red Zev's daughter.
Oh God, she's gonna do nothing.
She do
Who's that,
nothing.
Kathy?
She's another communist.
No, she's a communist. Red
She's
Zev.
a communist. Yeah, she's another
do you remember-
communist.
Who's that?
Remember
Yaroslavsky?
remember-
Yaroslavsky?
We used to call. Remember, we used to call him Red Zev.
Yeah, he's a communist. He's a big
Red
commie.
Zev. I know.
Is she a daughter or daughter-in-law?
A daughter.
The daughter, his daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to daven by Rabbi Adler shul. Did you know that?
Really?
Red Zev used to daven by Rabbi Adler shul. Yeah. That's Rabbi Adler told me. Used to tell me. Yeah. He would go for Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur.
Yeah. Only for that. He didn't daven regular.
Nah.
Yeah.
You come in, just to be a token Jew, So
Right. Yeah. For the votes.
yeah. Red Zev. You call him.
I remember him from UCLA. He was very
yeah.
big on Soviet Jewry.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That was his thing, the Soviet Jewry, and but he's not interested in the religion. No.
Nah. Yeah. So
he lives off the public heat, as they say.
Yeah. Red
He never
Zev,
had a job. You know that?
Yeah.
He never had a job. He always worked for government.
Really? Right.
His whole life, yeah, and his daughter too.
I'm sure he put money away. I'm sure that ways.
Yeah, your money. He put your money away.
Skinning your cat. Yeah. Yeah. Amazing you got away with what you did. I was just saying.
Yeah, don't tell anybody.
Yeah, I won't. I don't tell you. Yeah.
You know this other guy, Koritz, Paul Koritz. Remember?
Yeah, he's
Paul
good.
Koritz?
I think he's a good guy. He's not Jewish though.
He is Jewish.
No, he's not Jewish. I don't think so.
Yes.
He duchened by us once. He was a friend with Stanley. Stanley brought him to shul once, and he duchened on Yontif with us.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
He's a good guy.
It was interesting. His father was a union organizer.
Really?
Yeah. So he was very much involved in politics from day one. Also, never worked a day in his life.
Oh, yeah.
Also, these guys, they want to work for government and they know how to milk it.
Oh man, that'll
Okay.
go right. Ernie, no Tachman tomorrow. No Tachman tomorrow, Ernie.
Say again?
No Tachman tomorrow.
No Tachman, Zayin Oder.
Zayin Oder, yeah. Okay. Okay. Lamed Hey.
Lamed A 35. So the way we learn about klalu prat to klal, or in this example, prat to klalu prat, which basically both are the same in terms of kena prat, they learn it out from the final statement in Nozer where it gave you the detail mechatzanim va'ad zag, the seeds and the skins. Now, Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah, the kamukim lahai mechatzanim va'ad zag. Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah uses mechatzanim va'ad zag loymar she'eno chayav ad sheyochal shnei chatzanim v'zag. Or if you remember, he doesn't learn the same way as the Chachamim. He said that you must have at least 2 seeds and the skin in order to get malchus. Otherwise, you don't get malchus. So, prat minat, where does he learn the concept of prat? This whole limud, because we've been told now that the whole concept of pratu klalu prat is learned from this index case by Nozer. Now, if he's not using Chartzanim ad Zag as the final prat, he doesn't have a limit of Pratu Klalu prat. He just has a Pratu Klal. He doesn't have the final prat to conclude it, to make it a trio. It's not something to minimize the klal, but rather it's a din in its own right. So the Gemara answers, Savala Krabalozer. The Dorish Miyat V'Riba. Remember, there was a different way of learning, not using the mechanism of Pratu Klalu Prat, but something called Ribui Umiyut, which there were 2 different approaches brought down by the Tanoim. We've accepted Klalu Pratu Klal, and Ribui Umiyut is not really used, but there was a Masorah of using them. And Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah must have used Miyut Uriba and didn't use the Pratu Klalu Prat business. The Gemara, though, wants to give another answer. V'boisim, if you want to give an answer, even Karabonon that learn Pratu Klalu Prat. So the question is, where does Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah learn the Prat? The Chachamim say they disagree with Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah, who said that you need to eat at least 2 seeds and a grape skin to be chayiv. If it's going to be like Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah, lichtav rachmon lahai mechatzanim v'adzag gabi prati. The detail that you have to eat 2 seeds should have been written with the other protein, yayin v'choimetz. Remember, we mentioned yayin and vinegar. So it should have said yayin, choimetz, chartzanim, and zag. Lamai hilchas kosvei basar klal. Why was it taught with the klal statement? Shma mino l'midayna b'chlalu prat. That's where we learn the concept of klalu pratu klal. So maybe the whole thing goes for the klalu prat, and you can't. There's nothing left over for Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah to learn his concept of the 2 seeds in the skin. Im kain, if that's correct, lichtov o shnei chartzanim o shnei zagim. It should have actually said 2 chartzanim or 2 zagim. O chartzan v'zag, both singular. L'mai hilchas kotzav rachmana mechartzanim v'adzag. The Torah put together a plural and a singular, shma mina, l'midrash be klalu prat. To learn this structure that we've been learning klalu prat. V'ikinami l'midrash be, you can learn both. You can learn the structure of klalu prat, and you can learn the separate din, like we said, that you have to have 2 seeds and a grape skin. Rabbi Elazar, the Dorish Miyat V'Riba, Rabbi Elazar, who learns a different structure, Riba and Miyut, and he learned that even the shoots and the stems and the leaves, if you eat them, he excluded the bark, the hard bark, but the shoots and the leaves are included in the Isser. So he doesn't even have the concept of pratu klalu prat. Where does Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah get that? Because he uses the psukim by Nazir for his own limud. On Rav Avo, nafkele mehaikra. He learns it from a different sugya. It says by the parsha of Shomer Schchina, like a paid watchman, an unpaid watchman. V'chiyitain ish el re'ehu chamor oshor oseh. Person will give his friend to watch, either a donkey or an ox or a sheep. So those are detailed, prat. But the pasuk then says v'chol be'ema lishmor. V'chol be'ema includes even a chaya, a bear, a tiger, klal. Then the pasuk says lishmor, chazer uparat. That's another detail. Pratu klalu prat, iyatadan elakena prat. So we have the same structure. To be added, things that are added beyond chamor shor oseh, it's going to have to be kena prat. Things that are at least watchable, a lion or a tiger, not watchable, so they'll be excluded. Rashi says, dubim v'arayot, bears and lions. Rav Amanafkele mehaikra, a different pasuk. Pasuk in Vayikra, one of the first psukim in the Sefer, v'im min atzon korbano, min aksavim o min ha'izim. If you're going to bring your korban from tzon, la'ola zachar tamim yakrivenu. So v'im min is a prat. That's a detail. Only some, and not everything. But then habehema is a general statement. Klal. Bakar vatzon, that's a detail. It's only cattle and sheep. Chazer prat. Pratu klalu prat, iyatadan lekena prat. So this is the structure of pratu klalu prat we've been looking for. To include tzon and things that are naveira have not been committed. For example, that you haven't worshipped avodah zarah to it, or you didn't do another sin like plowing on Shabbos. Amr lei mihai lekalamashma. From this pasuk, we wouldn't have been able to see the structure. The imei hasam, if we would have learned from that pasuk, havamina habehema chay b'chlal behema. A chaya is under the category behema, and we would have gotten rid of chaya with that drush. We don't bring up chayas. Deer is not permitted to bring as a korban. Amar le chaya b'chlal behema. Why do you assume chayas b'chlal behema? Haksiv bakar v'tzon. V'havale pratu klal. V'yatadan el kena prat. So chaya can't be, that's how we reject chaya. Bakar v'tzon and not chaya. Uminol and dahachihu. And how do we know that indeed that the din of klalu prat is judged ke'ena prat? From where do we know this? The Tanya. Now, this pasuk is by Meiser Sheni, that in the first and second and fourth and fifth year of the Shemitah cycle, the farmer had to give Meiser Rishon to the Levi. Meiser Sheni, he brought up to Yerushalayim. Now, let's say you're a big, wealthy farmer with a lot of cattle. It's very difficult to bring that all up to Yerushalayim. So you could be pointing it on money. So the pasuk says, "V'nosata kesef, v'chol asher taveh nafshecha b'bakor v'tzon v'yan v'shechar v'chol asher tishacha nafshach." So, "V'nosata kesef b'kol asher taveh nafshecha klal." That's b'kol asher, anything you want. That's a generality. B'bakor v'tzon v'yan v'shechar. Cattle, sheep, wine, and beer, prat. Only these things. Anything that your heart desires, chazer kala. Klalu pratu klal. Iyatadan elakena prat. What's the gather ma prat mefurish primi privigdulei karka? It's got to be something that is fruitful and multiplies, that gives birth to other things, or grows from the ground. So, primi like karka. But for example, so birds are included, but not fish, not water, not salt. They don't fit into the gidulei karka or living on the ground. Michte. Klalu pratu klal. When you have the structure, generality, detail, generality, ke'ein pratu dainim. So the way we learn the halacha, we look at the common denominator of the detail, like we just did. Klala basra mayahani. Well, then why is that different than a klalu prat? What does the final klal add? You could have come to the same maskana with a klalu prat. Ahani lo sufi kol damile. The final klal includes things that are similar. Not necessarily exactly, but similar. Now, we've also learned pratu klalu prat, which is also ke'ena prat dainina. What does the final prat basra mayan? We ask the same question. What does the final klal help? What does the final prat help? You could have just learned a pratu klal. Ilav pratu basra, if one's for the final prat, havamina nasa klal moisif ala prat. Maybe the final klal would be very additive on the final detail in every possible way. So the final prat comes back to narrow it. It's got to be very similar to the prat. Michte. Train klala uprata. So we have klalu pratu klal, and then we have train pratu klal. Then we have pratu klalu prat. Both of them is ke'ein pratu dainina. So it comes out that we've learned in the last 2 days that doesn't seem to be much of a difference between a klalu pratu klal or a prat uklalu prat. Ma ike ben yubein. What's the difference between the two? There is a difference. Ika she'ilu tartin klalu prata. One is two generalities in a prat. Therefore, ika prata dedamile. If there's another prat that's similar, afilu b'chad tzad marbina. Even on one side will be marbid because there's two klalos. But when you have a prat uklalu prat, two details, ika prat dedami, it's got to be mishneit stadi marbina. It's got to be comparable in both ways. B'chad tzad lo marbina. But we comparable in one, we can't. Michte. Prat uklal. Let's say you don't have a final prat. You just have a detail and a klal. What's the rule? Nasa klal moisif ala prat. The generality adds. Visrabi kol milin adds anything in there. That's very similar to miut v'ribanami riba kol. Visrabi kol milin. So my ika bein miut v'riba and between prat uklal. Or they're teaching the same thing. More says no. Ika she'ilu pratu klal marbinon. For example, we added by a nazar afilu all in the lulvi. even the leaves and the shoots of the grape branch that are asur l'nazir. But according to the meat v'riba, we added more. No, we add less. Lulvin in, but alid lo. The shoots, yes, but the leaves no. Amrav Amrav Yechna. Kol Yisurin Shabbat Torah ein heter mitzraf le'isur. So let's say you have a piece of chazer. So we know if you eat a kazayas chazer, you get malchus. What if you only had a half a kazayas of bread and half a kazayas, which is a dvar heter, and half a kazayas of chazer? You get malchus if you eat the two? No. Because there's no example by Yisurim where a heter is mitzarf le'isur, except chutz misrei nasi. Like Rabbi Kiva said in our Mishnah, if you took a piece of bread, 9/10 of a kazayas, and you dipped it in wine, and now you have a full kazayas because it absorbed, or even a half a kazayas of isur, half a kazayas of heter, it's mitzarf to the kazayas to make you malchus. Why? Sharei amra Torah v'chol mishra sanovim lo yishta. To include a case of heter that you soaked in wine, if it adds up to a kazayas, you're going to get malchus on it as well. Okay.
So let me ask you, if you